Hello, I'm Mathieu from Ludovox, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Magic Maze. So Magic Maze is a cooperative speed game for 1 to 8 players, ages 8 and up, and it plays for around 15 minutes. So in Magic Maze, we embody a group of heroes, and we are in a mall, in a magic mall at night, because we want to steal items because they are not discounted. So we want to get to our favorite shops, steal items, and unfortunately the alarm is going to ring. So we will need to flee to exit the commercial center. And the players in this game are not characters. We are actions that the group can perform. So for example, this player can move people upward. That's it. That's the only action that player can take. I can move all of the characters downwards, for example. There are other symbols in the cards which are very important. But before all of that, there is something I need to tell you. It's night. So it means, and there are alarms. So that means that we don't get to speak because we don't want to trigger the alarms, and we have a timer. So the secondary actions here are very important because they are going to help us move around and interact with the map. This is the entrance because we made it through the rooftop probably, and then we need to explore the map. And at the end of the tile, you can see here spots of a certain color, and it means that only that color can explore. So, for example, the yellow character, the barbarian, needs to be on that spot to explore, and no one else can do it. When this character is here, I can perform this action. So I can take the top tile of the stack and place it here. So fortunately here I have my shop. So I'm going to lay a few tiles, but as you can see, they have different requirements. So for example, here I opened this tile with the barbarian, but to open on this side, I would need the archer, and on this side, I would need the dwarf. So it can be very different. So let me show you the looks it can have after a few turns. So it can be a bit like this. We also have the escalator action. So we have escalators, and basically you just make characters go up or down the stairs that you can find in the mall. And finally you have the portal action. And the portal action is kind of good and very powerful. The guy with the portal action can trigger it to teleport any character to a portal of its colors. For example, that player could take the wizard, the purple wizard, and teleport the wizard there or there. It's like her choosing. So we all need to bring the characters on their shop, and then once it's done, you just flip the objective board. And once you flip it, we need to exit the mall. The only problem is that teleporters don't work anymore. So this action is like not available anymore. And then we need to reach our own exits. Every character is going to have an exit of his color, and we need to reach it in time because if time runs out, the game is lost. And I mentioned at the beginning of the video that the game would last 15 minutes, but this timer is only 3 minutes long. And the reason is when the timer flows, you can bring a character on a hourglass spot. And if you do this, you place a cross to exhaust the location and mean that you can never perform this again. And you flip the hourglass back on so you can have more time. But depending on the risks you take, it can be a bit different. So there is something to note. If you flip the hourglass, or when you flip the hourglass, you have a bit more time and you can talk. But if you perform any action, you cannot talk anymore. The game is on again. So the game is won when every character has reached his exit, and that's basically a victory for the players. And the game is lost if the timer expires. Additionally, there is this red pawn here. So it's a big pawn, and we don't use it on the board, but we use it by placing it in front of the players to tell them you have something to do with the character, or you can interact, you can do something. And this is a big reminder that people can do stuff. Well, that's it. You know almost everything there is to know about Magic Maze, so bye bye and see you on the box.